I don't think you ever assume that you're going to be nominated for an Oscar. It's also not why you do it, right? I'm doing this because I really enjoy doing it, and I like building these worlds and helping to tell these stories. And I've been really, really lucky and blessed to have found a director that I really enjoy working with. We certainly knew that we had, that there was a possibility that we could get nominated. To be honest with you, I woke up early, but I didn't want to listen to anything that's happening. So I was looking at videos on the Raptors when my phone blew up, and all of a sudden I started getting a million messages. It was pretty cool. I have done all of Rob's features. Started off just with a regular interview. He was coming up here to Toronto. He was going to do The Witch. We were going to hopefully do it up north, which is what we did. Louise Ford, his editor, is also part of the family. And she did 2 of his shorts. And now Jaron Blaschke, the cinematographer, he did a couple of the shorts. So it's not all just from The Witch, but I think that he's collected people as he goes. When he's worked with somebody that he really likes, he wants to bring them back again. And that's created this core. And it's great because you do have a shorthand. You do have an understanding of the other department's needs. Also, I know that Rob does something that I think is really smart, which is he shares very early. So by giving the script early, we're constantly thinking about it. Even if you're not working on it, even if you're not gainfully employed, you can't help yourself. You think about it. And when I get together with Jaron, we're usually talking about the next film or the film after, just because. So by the time you get to the film, there's a whole lot that we still have to do, but we're several steps ahead, which I think is great. Highly recommend that to any young directors. Let's talk about Nosferatu. We built over 60 sets. Almost everything you see is a set that was built specifically for the film. So there was a lot of challenges. So all the streets of Weisberg were set in the back lot, and I didn't want anything to be perfectly plumb or square. And I wanted each building to have a personality and obviously tell the story as best we could. With the palette of the bricks, we were able to have a look whether we start the film where it's a bustling, sort of optimistic mood as he's coming down his street and then up the long street to work. And then when we come back to it later during the plague, I've stripped out some of the set dressing and boarded up windows and stripped out some of the color so that it's very much monochromatic, variations on brick and stone and snow. The monastery was something that I wasn't sure how I was going to do it, how I was going to achieve all the frescoes when I talked them into going away from a wooden church to the beautiful, beautiful monasteries that are along the Ukrainian border. I really wanted, honestly, when I saw those pictures, I felt awe, right? As in awe, like the real word for, when you say awesome. It just seemed like that was the feeling that Thomas Hutter should have as he's being dragged out of the river and he's in this place. So I'm just glad that we were able to do that. And there were there's lots of others. The Harding House was great fun to build just because it had more set deck. We did a lot of refurbishing of furniture and we reupholstered everything. And there was a lot of work to do there, making the wallpapers, et cetera, et cetera. I was trying to figure out which sort of colorway I wanted to use the guest bedroom because I didn't want it to be overly feminine nor masculine. And I wanted it to sit obviously in this Biedermeier period and it to be a place for her for so much of the film, but it's not hers, right? And so I went and looked at costumes and there's a beautiful blue dress that she put on her. And I remember how Willem's eyes are so blue. And so between the two of them, I was like, oh, well, this is the way we should go, So I changed the wallpaper. It was the same wallpaper pattern. I just tweaked the color a little bit, so I thought it would play well. So that was fun because it was, you felt it was a big part of the world that we were building. There's a big group of Canadians out there that are doing fabulous things. I was just at the BAFTAs and Paddy Cuccia was there, Patrice was there from Dune, myself, Tracy Loader was also on Nosferatu, was up for BAFTA and an Academy Award for makeup. Linda, I know I'm missing a few. There's a pretty good group of Canadians that are being represented right now. So you should be proud. Everybody should be proud.